With your CIGTV news update, I'm Shanda Gallego in for Donna Bush. In our top story, the Legislative Assembly began its debate of the 2020-2021 budget with a big announcement on constitutional change. The Premier told the Legislative Assembly on Wednesday that he had secured agreement from the UK government to a final package of proposals that accepts the majority of the Cayman Islands' suggestions.
Mr. Speaker, on Friday, before concluding my budget policy statement, Friday. The days are running into one another now. I informed this Honourable House that I had been awaiting a letter from Lord Ahmad of Wimbledon, the Minister of State for the Overseas Territories, on the final package of constitutional modernization changes that were approved by Her Majesty's government. I promised that when I got that letter, I would advise this House and the public. Mr. Speaker, the letter indeed arrived on Monday, and with your permission, I would like to read it to this Honourable House and thereafter lay it and the accompanying draft order in council on the table of this Honourable House. Mr. Speaker, the letter is addressed to me, dated 10th of November, 2019. It reads, Dear Alden, Constitutional Reform. I am writing to provide an update on plans to reform the Cayman Islands Constitution. I am pleased to confirm that I have been able to secure agreement within the United Kingdom government to a final package of proposals that accepts the majority of your suggestions, order in council at Annex A.
Premier McLaughlin also noted that the UK agreed for the Legislative Assembly to be renamed the Parliament of the Cayman Islands. Mr. McLaughlin had revealed he was expecting the letter from Overseas Territories Minister Lord Ahmad during his budget policy statement to the House on Friday. Stay tuned to CIGTV over the next few weeks for more news about constitutional changes, as well as live coverage of the budget debate and Finance Committee. In other news, the Premier and Deputy Premier were among speakers at last night's public education meeting on the proposed cruise berthing and cargo port facility. Members of the public who were present at the Miller Hall watched a promotional video before engaging in a question and answer session with a panel of speakers. Addressing the audience, Premier McLaughlin said,
And for Cayman, it comes down, and it will come down on the 19th of December to weighing up exercise. Do we want to continue to have a vibrant cruise industry, or are we prepared to say, no, on balance, that's not what we want? And it's open to us to say that. But what is not open to us to do, I believe, is to simply say, we want the status quo to remain. Because all of the indications we have are that it won't. Over time, the number of cruise visitors will inevitably fall as the bigger ships pass us by. And so the question then for us is, what do we do about the jobs and businesses which currently benefit from the 1.8 million cruise visitors who come here? That won't be my responsibility, for I shall be gone. But many of those who have what I call the perspective of privilege, because they don't have to hustle day in, day out to find money to pay to send their children to school and to feed them and to keep a roof over their head, can afford to say, we don't need the cruise industry. or it really doesn't matter what happens to it. I have been, as I said, elected 5 times, 19 years. I know what those people contend with, what they feel, and how they struggle. So does the Minister of Tourism and my government. And that is why we have made the judgment call we've had, and why we believe so passionately that this is critical to Cayman's continued prosperity and fairness and the way our society operates. The day that the average person can't look after themselves, those who hold the perspective of privilege will start to feel threatened. It's happened everywhere else in the world. We need to remember when we take these positions that there are other people, Caymanians, many of them, who rely on this industry for their living. And we need to make sure that the industry is around for years and years to come.
Other speakers included the Deputy Premier and representatives of Verdant Isle Port Partners Group, the preferred bidder for the cruise berthing and cargo port project. Depending on the outcome of the voter-initiated referendum on December 19th, the project is expected to take 2 years to complete. In our final story, around 600 unemployed Caymanians and jobless spouses of Caymanians registered work on the National Community Enhancement at the Lions Center on Wednesday. Participants at the Lions Center enrollment session were told about 2 new work allocations, which are going to be added to the 3-week initiative. Minister of Commerce, Planning and Infrastructure, Honorable Joey Hugh, took a break from budget discussions in the Legislative Assembly and had this to say.
This is an important event. The key here is that as long as we have unemployed individuals, whether they're in between jobs, whether they are unable to work full-time for medical reasons or for any other reason that they may be unemployed, as long as we have those, we need to put programs like this on, and they serve a good need. They serve a need within the community. We're about to enter into a high season for tourism, and we can always use a bit of brightening up, and it's always been a tradition of the Caymanian people to do a bit of Christmas cleaning anyhow. And so again, this being the last cohort for the year, we look forward to assisting people in finding a bit of employment just before the Christmas season so they can enjoy it that much more.
NICE project manager Lloyd Kellerman explained the history of the program.
We have been doing this for a couple of years now, a few years now, and last year was the first year we started doing it twice a year. We've done it again twice this year, and of course there will be times where we have things like the sargassum influx that has helped us to, or the cruise, having the cruise have helped us to control that. So yes, this will continue.
This year's NICE winter program starts on Monday, November 25th until Friday, December 13th, providing up to 3 weeks cleanup and beautification work. Customary work placements are with the National Roads Authority, Department of Environmental Health, and PWD's Recreation, Parks and Cemeteries Unit. This time, NICE workers will also help MRCU to fight dengue, as well as helping the Department of Agriculture with its preparations for February's agricultural show. We turn next to stories making news headlines at Radio Cayman. The 27th staging of Cayman National Cultural Foundation's comedy Rundown returns to the Hartwell Theatre stage tomorrow night at 8 p.m. The show continues through Sunday, December 1st. For a full schedule of showtimes and ticket information, check out artscayman.org/rundown or contact the CNCF office. The Boddentown District Heritage Committee took home the top prize at the 2019 Pirates Week District Heritage Ambassador Costume Competition. Model Kevianne Peer took the 2019 title and the $500 top prize. That's actually the $500 top prize with the costume Queen of the Wrecks. The gold and white dress with blue wavy bands represented the sea, while the vibrant and colorful back piece detailed the wreck of the 10 sails. Now for more community news, this time from the Cayman Compass. In today's Cayman Compass Community Feature story, Stella Kevy Welcome, believed to be Cayman's oldest woman, turned 104 on October 30th. The East End resident said on her birthday, "I feel strong enough to wash some clothes today," as she enjoyed the company of friends and relatives at her home. She says, "I'm looking forward to having some cake this evening." And that's what she said earlier when she was told it was her birthday and cake was on the way.
Happy birthday to you. Just sing it too. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you now? 104. Happy birthday to you.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so.
Amen. Very good. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Stella, tell me what.
And you can go online to both the Radio Cayman and Cayman Compass websites for more daily community news headlines. Finally, a look at today's forecast from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. Isolated showers are expected to continue over the next 24 hours as residual moisture associated with the dissipated stationary front lingers over the northwest Caribbean. Radar images are showing isolated showers in and around the Cayman area moving west. Tonight's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall to the mid-70s. Winds will be east to northeast at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. For a look at your forecast, you can go online to weather.gov.ky for the latest forecast, which can also be found on their Facebook page and on the Weather Radio dial 107.9 FM. And remember, you can download the National Weather Service's app to have the latest weather information at your fingertips. That's the latest from us here at CIGTV Television. To see what's on our programming schedule, you can go online to gis.gov.ky and click on the publications icon at the bottom of the page. If you've missed today's news update, you can also check us out on our Facebook and YouTube channels. I'm Shanda Gallego. Thank you for joining us.
Did you know that planning permission is required for a shed? Did you know you should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required? Did you know planning permission is required to clear land by mechanical means? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required.
The Department of Environmental Health provides residential garbage collection services to an estimated 14,000 Cayman Islands households each week. You may wonder, How it is that our collectors are able to adequately cover these routes given our limited resources? The answer partly depends on you. By making sure that your garbage is appropriately packaged and easily accessible to our collectors, you will aid the pickup process and ensure efficient garbage collections. Here are a few valuable tips that will steer you in the right direction. Place bagged garbage into your garbage container on the evening before your scheduled pickup day. Bags should weigh less than 40 pounds and garbage containers should have a maximum capacity of 33 gallons. Our collectors will not collect garbage bags and bins that are too heavy. Only use garbage containers constructed from sturdy materials such as metal or plastic. Your garbage container must also have a tightly fitted cover and easy to grip handles. To avoid spillage and limit access to animals, we also recommend that you store garbage bins inside an enclosure. A single garbage enclosure should have minimum dimensions of 2 feet 6 inches by 2 feet 6 inches. All enclosures should be a minimum of 6 inches from the ground. Any enclosure that is higher than 3 feet tall must have a door. Our collectors are unable to collect the garbage if the enclosure is too high. Place garbage containers or enclosures at the front or side of the property in an area that is easily accessible to the collectors. Our collectors will not pick up any items that are outside the trash container. Please remember to return garbage containers to the enclosure or its original position as soon as possible after collection has taken place.
Avoid placing the following items in your household garbage containers: construction and demolition debris, vegetative and household hazardous waste, bulk waste items, hot coals, and grease. You may bring these items to the Georgetown landfill, which is located at Seymour Drive and open from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Monday to Saturdays. You can also take small quantities of garbage to the 24-hour drop-off site located at the entrance of the landfill. Always pour plenty of water on hot coals to make sure they are completely out before disposing of them inside the landfill.
The DEH provides free curbside bulk waste pickup once per year. Bulk items may include old furniture and appliances, tires, and metal items. Place bulk items out on the curbside once the DEH has announced its annual bulk waste pickup schedule. You may, however, hire DEH to pick up your bulk waste throughout the year at a cost of $75 per load. When you follow these tips, you will help to maintain the efficiency of the DEH collections program. For more information on proper waste handling or to report uncollected garbage, please give us a call at 949-6696 or send an email to dehcustomerservice@gov.ky.
Do you have a business in the tourism industry? The Cayman Islands Department of Tourism wants you to get listed on their website. Visit CaymanIslands.com. It's absolutely free and will give your business added exposure on the #1 visited tourism site for the Cayman Islands. Learn more and get listed at www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. That's www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. Deadline is August 15th for all submissions. Don't wait. Sign up today.